It's that 205 shit.
I wanna know something? The 205 is always live.
We back at E4F. It's all for life. Let's go. RP my grandma. You on my soul forever, baby girl. I swear I miss you, and I swear I love you. I wish I could hug you one more time. I remember everything that you showed me and told me. You taught me about respect, and also to be an OG, it ain't about age, it's about the knowledge. If I tell you something that won't get you killed, nigga, keep it silent. If I put this money in your hand, nigga, will you catch a body? Might fuck that, if you get this cheese, nigga, better go to college. Ain't crashing, cause bitch, I'm focused. Niggas always be handing on some hoe shit. I ain't with that internet shit, pull up, load and load it. Mama, daddy said you better told it, cause folks out here on some more shit.
So let me ask you a question. She was like, yeah. I was like, so when he was in the hospital, you was the only one there for him? And she was like, yeah. I said, even like past family, like it was just you? The only reason I'm saying something is because I approached my own with the same question. Because he made it seem like, yeah, nah, we be switching partners on the regular. What you mean is everybody understands. No? Right? No? Am I wrong?
Nah, you ain't wrong.
Right. Okay. So now, when I approached your boy about it, and you try to put my part out and keep your shit in, no, my nigga, I'm finna tell everything. Everything. I'm finna tell everything. I might make up a few things. Just because, depending on who I'm talking about. Like, depending on how sick of you I am, like, I might make up a few things. I might throw some shit in there, like. Spoons, blood thick. You feel me? Like, let's say you do some fucked up shit and I don't want to fuck with you no more. You never have to worry about me exposing anything you told me. Let me tell you when you have to worry. When I start hearing my business. If I start hearing my business, honey boo boo child, I'll embarrass myself to embarrass you. Yeah, no, I'll tell you about a threesome we had. You heard me? Like, where you did some old crazy dumb shit, but I was involved. But you did some old crazy dumb shit. Like, right. But, you know, you got those friends that the moment you argue, they want to tell everybody what you did and how you did it. And yeah, I'm not that friend. I'm not even that friend, right?
Yeah, okay.
Listen.
That's why I be tripping, like how your friend be still taking that bullshit. You feel me, from old girl that did it like that.
Honey, that's what I just said. That's what. Listen, you see what she told me, right? I said, if that's the friend you want. She said, I knew that's what you was gonna say. Listen, if that's the friend you want, that's the friend you could take. Because when she did that to her, I didn't just only tell her, listen, that's fucked up of a friend to do to you. And no, I gave her the layout of what kind of friend that was. You feel me? Like, I told her all aspects. And not because it's something I think. My nigga, I've experienced it over and over and over. I'm the most forgiving person you could ever fucking meet, yo. I forgive the most stupidest shit that most people wouldn't forgive. But you know why? Because sometimes I make the most stupidest mistakes you could ever make. You feel me? Like that I really didn't mean. Like, I really didn't have any bad intentions or none of that. Like, none of that. The worst thing I ever done, and I'll never do again, and this is the only friend that I've ever really felt like I did wrong, and I probably catch a little bit of karma off of it and whatever. When I was in college, I knew this girl. And my first roommate, let me tell you, honey, this bitch used to steal my panties. Like, she used to do the most. And after stealing my panties, she used to leave skid marks in my hoes. Like, yeah, bro. Like, crazy shit, right? So now, when I try to, like, boss up, what's going on shit, first of all, I'm in school in North Carolina. This bitch from North Carolina. I'm from New York. She got some hoes to, like, boss up on me with her. Yeah, I don't give. There was this girl from the first floor. She was like, nah, come in my room. You ain't gotta worry about it. And they came and knocked on her door, and she went to the door with a bat. I'm my mama. She went to the door with a bat. Like, if y'all hoes don't get the fuck away from my, like, on some you feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck with this bitch. I don't care. I don't, whatever. Not here. You know what I'm saying? So I had to respect her off of that. And then, on top of that, she was, like, from, like, a town that was, like, probably, like, an hour and a half away and whatever. So, she had took me home to her family. I had met, like, her boyfriend, all of that shit, right? So now, she goes through something with her boyfriend, and me and her wasn't really talking like that. And I had went to a homecoming at her boyfriend's college, and I had seen him, whatever. The nigga like, oh yeah, me and her not together no more, blah blah. And I fell for the bullshit, and I shouldn't have. And I did something with him. And then even after I did something with him, I put him on to the next bitch. Like on some, you feel me? So the girl had found out about the other girl, not about me. But then I ended up being honest about the whole situation. And she was so hurt. And I was like, listen, but he said y'all wasn't together no more. And she said, do that matter? You know how I felt about him. And she was so right, yo. Like, I've never done that before, and I've never done it after. Because that is the most hurtful feeling in the world. Like, I feel like I betrayed her to the fullest extent of the law. And I'll never do nobody else like that. But that's the only person in my life that I've ever felt like, I was whack for that shit. Like, I shouldn't, you know? Anybody else? If I don't fuck with you no more, bitches, cause you like me.
Chill out.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing. You whack. Like, what, you mad because I was late to pick you up from work, or you mad because like I couldn't give you something that you thought I had and you were wrong and I couldn't give it to you, so you feel me? Like, cause, and I swear to God, I've never done. My hands to God, I've never done anything else crazy like that. Like, where I was just on straight betrayal. Because she was right. It didn't matter whether they was together or not. And they was. To top it all. You feel me? Like, but it didn't even matter. I knew how she felt about him. And that girl took me into her family. Like, she made sure I was good out there.
Yeah,
that was whack. Like, I was so whack for that. Like,
yeah, he was spitting game to you?
Well, okay, so I kind of knew from her too, because you know, we in the same school and whatever. Even though me and her wasn't like talking like that anymore, I still knew like they had broke up. And then I had went to the homecoming for his school. It was college. I went to the homecoming for his school, and I had seen him out there. And he, of course he's kicking game, blah, blah. He like, yeah, me and her not together. And like I said, not only did I do that, but I let him fuck my homegirl on top of it. And she didn't find out about me. She had found out about my homegirl. And when she found out about my homegirl, at that time, me and her was going through something. So guess what she did? She blew my shit up. And that's how old girl found out about, you know? I swear to God, in all my years of living, I've never felt as bad as I did that day. And when I be catching that little bad karma with friends, I feel like it's because of that shit. I swear. I be feeling like it's because of that shit. And I did it once, but every time I catch it all the time.
Yeah, that
shit is like
deep.
on a regular, you feel me? Like,
yeah, that shit
see?
Stay in your home. That's why a lot of shit.
Like, she took me to her home. Like, the only reason I could semi-drive a stick is because of her.
Dang, that's what I'm currently
Yeah,
trying.
like she, I'm telling you, even though I wasn't being no pussy and hiding from the bitches, when they came and knocked on her door, she was like, nah, none of that. You feel me? Like, she could have been like, okay, well, not in my room, she said, nah, none of that. And she was like, come stay in my room until they'll give you a transfer. Because it was my roommate that did the bullshit, you feel me? So she was like, come stay in my room until you could get, you know? See if you could come in my room, but if you can't, you know? Until you get a transfer, come stay in my room. Man, who the fuck do that? Like I felt so whack, yo. Like, she was so, like, I almost, like, I dead ass begged her, like, for her friendship back, like, and she said no. And she said no. She could not forgive me. Like, if I saw her to this day, I would, bitch, please, like, I'm sorry, like, I was just stupid, like. So now, when people do stupid shit like that to me, sometimes I tend to look over it. Because I remember that stupid mistake I made. And I know how good of a person I really am.
Damn, mama. That shit hit deep. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I know I'm not that, I know I'm not that person. Like, I mean, there's no excuse to say, oh, I was young, or I was, no excuse. But it's a reason. But in my whole life, out of all the friends I've lost, all the friends I don't talk to, nobody, I don't regret not one. It wasn't my fault. I ain't even doing that. 9 times I cut you off.
Yo, what's good, people? It's just Jizz. What's happening, Jizz family? Look though, you cut straight to the chase, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, subscribing, liking, and do more of that. You feel me? Put more posts on. Look though, I got more features, I got more people coming in, I got more content dropping soon. So look, man, y'all stay updated, hit that bell, hit that notification stream going on, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in, man. We only gonna get lit over here. And you feel me? Like 22 Savage shit. But hey though, it's up. Stop. Turn me up.
Near you, can't even really think of being near you. I really feel you. Top Beerzoo. My bitch is really like me and you. Man, bamboozle. Goddamn, who's you? I don't know you. New